Good morning, friends. It's Julie, and today we're going to go into town, into Billings, to my booth. I have two booths at Marketplace 3301 in downtown Billings, Montana. And today I have to go through and figure out where my second booth is going to be, because I'm going to be, I've been wanting to downsize it because I don't use all the space. I don't have the time. I've been focusing online, and you know, the sales have not been that great. So I want to go towards more smalls. So there's a couple spaces that are possibilities. So come along with me and see if you have an opinion where I should move to. So let's get going. We're here at Marketplace now, and I just want to let you know how this all came about. And it is because I have been wanting to change my second booth out into some smaller areas, and I've been kind of asking the shop if there's anything that comes up, and I finally got and sat down with him and said, you know, I really would like to change out and go smaller. And he went over some booths with me, and then a couple of more came up, so I said, well, I'll come in and then I will let you know, because I have to let them know quickly because booths do fill up fast. There's a nice long waiting list. So here's my second booth as it is. It is messy, it's ugly, it's not, there's my postcard cabinet, and I just don't have the time to give it justice right now. So here's option number one. The one I originally thought I was going to move into is this little green built-in, and my postcard cabinet would fit in there just fine, along with maybe some other furniture and such like that. And it's nicely lit too. Here is option number two. It is just the half of the peg wall here, and these both sit at the back of the shop. They are next to the warehouse doors that go into basically the warehouse, and the back ramps, the way to get into the back of the upstairs with your furniture. And then there's this one that just popped up, and this is a really cute one with all these little built-ins, these little hooks, and there's like hanging places. So can you guess what I decided to do? So I chose the half peg wall and that cute green built-in thing. So originally I had thought I was going to get that one green, that well-lit little built green one with a darker green, and it would fit my postcard cabinet, and then it would fit another shelf that I have, and then I would just juggle the rest of the furniture into my first booth until they sold. I would put them on deep clearance. But then he called me the next day after I was mulling that over, and he said, you know, since we talked, there's a couple more people who came up with some booths, some small ones, because I wanted a small one. I just need to downsize. So I am actually doing the other two that he presented to me today that I hadn't known was available now. The reason why I chose that pegboard one is because my postcard cabinet will fit there, and I have pegs. Actually, I've got a whole bunch of pegs for the peg wall, and I intend to make it really cute, not so dark brown, a little bit more eye-catching, so it looks like a fun place to stop. It is near the back door, which actually is to my benefit, because it'll be more easy to tell people where my booth is if I said they're by the warehouse doors. Then people like, oh yeah, back in the back left corner of the place of Marketplace. And then that green one with all those little cubbies and little built-ins and stuff, I mean, cute. It's got so many possibilities. I just love it. I really hadn't ever planned on that one before, because you know, whenever I looked at it, it was only a booth that I passed by, and I hope that's not going to be true for me. But the thing is that it's always had more of a contemporary stuff, not really vintage and not really antique-y. It's more of artsy or somebody's paintings, or it's always been more of a modern look to it. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna go vintage. I might just go vintage kitchen in there, you know, do mid-century modern, 80s to 80s and such. I have a bunch of that. Maybe I do a little barware spot. So I'm actually if I can envision what the space is going to be, then that goes a lot farther than, oh, that space is a good deal. So I'm going to be paying a little less than I am now. I'm going to actually have both of my booths through the end of July, and at the end of the July I'll be out of my redheaded stepchild booth. It was really cute in the beginning when I first moved in, and I had the time and the energy, but I just have neglected it, and it needs another person to make that booth really cool. It has good possibilities. I really was excited in the beginning, like I am these, but I think having these two small booths, because I don't really like to do furniture, it's really hard for someone with rheumatoid arthritis. The nice thing about the shop is that if I find a piece of furniture I want to put in my booth, I buy it there, and then they move it for me, which has been a lifesaver. They are such good people to work with. So the one peg wall is going to be my ephemera booth, and we'll see if it pays for itself. It's only like $40 a month or something, which, you know, I think I can make that work. And then the other one will just be like a really cool vintage retro spot with that cool green. That green, you know, is a nice retro color too. So that is what I've decided. I can't wait to move in and look for the move-in videos, as long as I don't hit photo instead of video like I've done before. So thank you for coming along on the journey with me today, and have a joyful day. Goodbye.